And welcome to this week's Illinois Wesleyan Titan Coaches Show. I'm Eric Stock, joined by Maya Smith, the women's basketball coach here at Illinois Wesleyan. Coach, it's good to have you back.
Always good to be back, Eric. Thank you.
The Titans are on a roll now, 10 straight victories. You get back into conference play and don't miss a beat. 2 impressive victories last week against Augustana and then here against Elmhurst. Let's start with the Augustana game. An impressive offensive night, 102-57, the victory on the road.
You know, that was not the game I thought we would get from Augustana. Augustana is way better than what they proved against us at their place. I don't know if we caught them on an off night or if we were just really, really good, but we clicked on every cylinder offensively, and it was fun and easy to watch. So it was a really fun game.
Well, and maybe it's a situation where you get ahead early against a younger team, and sometimes things can sort of snowball, and maybe that's the situation that happened there.
I think so. And we had a really strong presence on the inside of that game, and so that was, our shot selection seemed to be better because we were taking higher percentage shots and knocking those down. So, but I definitely think, we're definitely the mature team in the league, even though we play, we start a sophomore and we play a lot of freshmen, but we're still the mature team, I think, in terms of experience, and I think Augustana came in with a lot of inexperience for that game.
Mm-hmm. And I believe it was a freshman who was your leading scorer in that game, Kendall Sosa, 20 points, and I don't believe she even missed a shot in that game. So you're getting some contributions. Were you expecting that at this point, to have so many underclassmen contribute for the team this year?
So, Eric, if I said no, I didn't expect it, or yes, I did, I'd probably be in trouble one way or the other. But here's what I think. I think that freshman class is good. I mean, I literally think you could take the 5 freshmen that we have and put them on any other CCIW team, and a couple of those would be starters for sure.
Yeah, it's tough finding playing time for them at this point because you have so much veteran
It
leadership
is,
on this
and
team.
as a coach, you want your players to be happy. You still got to coach to win, but you're still, trying to develop your team. You're still. What a lot of opponents and fans don't recognize is that when you do blow a team out, if your starters don't get so many minutes, they lose conditioning a little bit. They lose a little bit of rhythm, and so you try to strike that balance of, I don't want to bury a team, I don't want to insult anybody, and yet at the same time you still got to coach to your team, and sometimes that's a bigger dilemma than anything else.
And sometimes you have to take your reserves out because they've been out there too long.
That could be, yes, that's true.
Well, that continued on Saturday against Elmhurst. First quarter close, then you guys really turned it on after that.
We did. We started flat in that game, and we've been using the theory, let's start our run and jump press in the second quarter, let teams forget about us, that's what we do, that's what they've practiced on all week, and then kind of throw it on the second quarter. It saves us a little bit, gives us a little bit more energy towards the end of the ball game, and we've been really happy with that theory. Well, against Elmhurst, we were too flat, so we needed something to get us going. So I think it was after about the 4-minute mark, we threw on the run and jump, and within 10 seconds, we had 4 points on the board, and we're just clicking a lot better.
You go on the road for the next 3, starting at North Park this weekend on Saturday, and they've been off to a good start, 3-1 in conference, but perhaps not the signature victory that they would be looking for in a game like this.
Yeah. Again, North Park is young. They've got some new players on their team as well. It's always tough to play in the Cracker Box. It's just but it's a fun environment, I think, anyway. I mean, anytime you go out to play, it's a fun environment. One of the theories that we've been developing as a team that I like is that we feel when we go on the road, we start the score down 10 points. So defensively, we want to be as sharp as we possibly can, limit an opponent's looks, and really take good offensive shots for us. So I think the kids have bought into that. I like that theory myself, and it's tending to pay off.
Well, you come back home eventually on the 24th against North Central, and then that weekend, North Park comes back here on the 27th. A very special event, as always, here at Shirk Center, become an annual tradition in the Pink Zone game to honor those who are battling breast cancer, and people can still buy their Pink Zone t-shirts that you'll want them to wear to the game. Absolutely.
There's a great website out. Mindy McCluskey and Shelby Jackson have just done an incredible job of promoting the Pink Zone game, and it is special to me. It's really special to our conference. I mean, we have, Lori Kearns from Milliken has had breast cancer twice. Our officials commissioner's wife is battling breast cancer right now. So, it's really hitting us hard. in our home area. So it's a big game for us, and I'll tell you what, there isn't a place in the country, especially in Division III, that celebrates our pink zone as well as we do, and it's just such an honor for us to be a part of that. And like I said, Mindy McCluskey does so much work. We couldn't have anybody better in that situation to fill the needs and to promote our pink zone.
And you have been cancer-free, what, 5 years now?
Yes, 5 years plus.
Well, that's
so,
amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing how time flies. And I also want to mention that the victory against Elmhurst was your 200th in your CCIW career, which is 20 years now, and that's about 10 per year. That's a pretty remarkable. I know it may just be a number, but it's a pretty impressive one.
Well, thank you for that. You know, I had no idea. People say, well, was it a pleasant surprise? It was a drastic surprise, because especially when your team is doing well, and I know Ron will say this too, when your team is playing well, that is your total focus. It's who you have next, how do I keep my team moving? You just don't look at those other things. Polls are important, I mean, to some extent, but certainly getting the wins just one right after the other is where we're at right now.
Sure. No, we worry about the numbers in our business. And the Titans are ranked 21st in the country heading into North Park on Saturday. Best of luck, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate it, Eric. Thank you as always.